Alright, y'all, it's raining here in Florida today, so I don't know how much I'm gonna get done. This thing's covered in water, but I'm gonna see about maybe doing these little gate latches here. I might make a little combo gate stop along with maybe make the gate latch also go into that stop. So we'll see about studying that up first thing. Alright, first order of business is I gotta get this little cotter pin out so I can pull this little spring-loaded pin and get to those screws under there to get this thing out. Alright, got them off. I think what I'm gonna end up doing is cutting it in half. So instead of this going through two eyelets, I'm gonna cut this in half, have this sitting up here, and I'm gonna have a hole drilled here, and the spring is going to be between here and this 1x1 vertical post on this gate. Alright, I got it cut in half, and you may be wondering why I did that. The reason why I did that is because it will allow me to push this piece of round stock further this way. That way it'll be able to go into this wood, where I'm going to drill a hole and possibly put a piece of small, like aluminum tubing inside the hole. That way this this rod is hitting against the tip of this is hitting inside of a piece of metal instead of wearing out a wood hole. So, alright, let me get to mounting this. Alright, we got holes drilled. Now you can kind of see my vision. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this probably to about right there, and I'm going to drill holes and mount that little 90-degree piece to this crossbar of this gate, and then I'm going to push this rod in like this to where I want the gate to be, and I'm going to drill a hole right there where that rod is. Then I'm going to lock this gate, and then I'm going to make my stopper. Actually, my stopper, yeah, I said earlier, my stopper is going to be part of the where this rod goes in the hole. I'm going to take a piece of aluminum angle, and the gate's going to come out, hit the piece of aluminum angle, and the other piece of the angle is going to go this way towards the rod, and I'm going to have a piece hole drilled in the angle. So that's how I'm doing these gates. Alright, y'all, I got rivet holes pre-drilled. Got my rivet gun out here, my little compressor, fixing to rivet this all up there and put it together. Alright, she's riveted on. Alright, there we go. So that thing could plunge that deep into the wood, but remember there's going to be a piece of aluminum angle iron here too. So now I need to get a straight edge, put a straight edge across this railing and across this gate. That way it lines the gate up perfect with the railing. And then wherever that pin falls right there, I'm going to circle it with a Sharpie marker and drill a hole. Alright. Straight edge tells me that's where that pin's going to go in. So I'm fixing to circle that with a Sharpie. Here we have it. Alright, now I just need to measure for the angle iron. And let's see what we got here. Get my little tape measure out. I think I'm gonna make the angle iron, I don't know, inch and an eighth maybe. I'll have it stick out from this surface an inch and an eighth, and it'll be enough to catch right here. Some of y'all may recognize this. This is that piece of aluminum angle iron by the steering wheel of the houseboat that the old gear shifter used to be bolted to. So I took that off, and I'm fixing to carve it up, and this is going to be my gate stops now. Alright, I got a couple 2-inch wide pieces out of the middle. I didn't use these the outside portions of it because it's got a bunch of random holes drilled in it. So I'm gonna use these 2 pieces out of the middle with no holes in it, and then I'm gonna cut it down to where one side is an inch and an eighth from where it screws against the wood surface. It'll come out an inch and an eighth, and I'll cut it off this long ways. and then we'll figure out where we need to drill the holes. Alright, there we have it. 2 pieces, 2 identical pieces. Let's go see how we're going to mount it to the door. Alright, I got the spring tension of this rod is holding it up there for me. I kind of eyeball it. I squared up the gate again with the straight edge. So I'm going to cut it off vertically right here, 1 1/8 out from this wood. And also you can see the inside, it hangs off this new strip that I put up. I'm going to cut that off where it's not hanging off that wood on the inside. That's what I got to do now. Alright, here it is cut to the dimensions I want, but it's still got a bunch of sharp edges, and we need to figure out where all these holes go. Alright, we're making a mark on this thing so I know where to drill the hole for this rod. I don't know if you can see it, but it made a shiny mark. I put a Sharpie marker mark on there, inked it up real good, and then this rod, I twisted that rod and it made a shiny spot where the rod hit. Alright folks, got the hole drilled for the latch rod thing. Got holes drilled and countersunk, so these stainless steel screws, the head will be below the surface of the aluminum. Got it all smoothed out where if anybody bumped into it, they won't cut themselves. Fixing to go mount it to the boat. Alright folks, this side's done. Check it out. Not too bad, I guess. Stainless steel screws are countersunk. The holes are lined up. There's no sharp edges. And man, it closes pretty solid. So yeah, I like it. That only took a couple hours. Hopefully the other side over there goes faster, because this was the learning side, so that side over there should go faster. Alright folks, here's the opposite side. I'm only about 15 minutes in and I'm already to this point. So this side's going better. Alright, here's the second one. All smoothed up and pre-drilled, fixing to go mount it. Alright y'all, here's the other side done. Turned out pretty good. Nice and solid. I like it. All smooth where nobody won't cut themselves on it. And I think that wraps it up for today. I'm actually going to I need to do this one too. This one right here. As you can see, it barely goes in there. So I think I'm gonna take this thing off and cut it just like I did the other ones, and that'll allow this plunger to go further into this vertical tube there. But I think that's all for today. I'm gonna clean up my mess. I know I didn't get a whole lot done, but you know, I got a little bit of stuff done. I'm freaking freezing. It's like 45 degrees out here and mist and rain, and I've been out here in my dang shorts and t-shirts all dang day. So I think I'm gonna call it quits for today. But thank y'all for hanging in there. Probably the next video I do will be me doing that, putting a new water pump impeller in the foot of the motor, and I've got some blue LED lights to go up underneath here from front to back, and I wire them to a switch. That way when we're sitting in the springs, I could turn on the strip lights and it'll glow blue all around the boat. So we'll get into that on the next video, but that's all for this one. Appreciate y'all hanging in there. See you next time.